of you to join me. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but I have a theme today. A theme that I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, and I thought I'm going to go with this theme. And while you're all coming, I'm going to see if I can find this one lipstick that evades me. And I don't know why it evades me and where I would have put it. And it's annoying me. Excuse me a minute. I'll just put my dressing gown down and just shoved it on the floor. Hello, Nina. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just looking for a lipstick. It doesn't matter if I can't find it because I've got an alternative. But it's annoying me that I can't find it because it would be really rather nice to use that particular lipstick. And no, it's not there. Never mind. I'm not going to spend ages looking for it. Never mind, never mind. Hello there. Hello there, Nina. And hello, Rebecca. Now, I have been suffering really badly from insomnia. Really badly. Now, sometimes I do get a night where I don't sleep at all. But I'm now in day 2 of not sleeping at all. I'm not feeling tired, but feeling ugh. So I thought what I would do is a bit of a look about how, hello Terry, I didn't say, hello Bushra. I thought I'd do a kind of what to do when you're tired. It's fine, it's fine. It's just one of those things, isn't it? And I think the temptation when we're feeling very tired is, and I'm as guilty of this as anyone else, by the way, is to whack on the makeup, cover it all up. But actually, sometimes in doing that, you can make yourself look even more tired. So I'm going to go through a bit of a routine. Now, one thing that peps up your skin really well. I do not use these every day. Hello, Pam's Opinion. I do not use these every day. I get a box of 5, and these are my kind of rescue things. These are the Dr. Dennis Gross Extra Strength Daily Peel. They really pep your skin up. And as I say, some people use them every day. I don't. Oh, I'm on my last one. But definitely, if you're tired and you feel like your face is dull from lack of sleep, these are great. They give you that instant pep up. So I'm going to do that first because skin is definitely the first step if you're feeling tired. And I saw Katie from Beauty in the Boutique doing something similar. She's got a really good tutorial about what to do when you're tired. And I think I'm using one of the same products that she uses in her demo. But she only uses 3 products in her demo. And I'm going to use a bit more than 3. But she doesn't talk about skincare on hers. Now, what you're supposed to do is use, if you've never had these, it's a 2-part peel. And it's an instant peel. And basically what you do is you go over your skin with the pad that says number 1. And it's saturated and you go over it. I do actually do a little bit up here. But obviously try not to get too close to your eyes. And you do that until it's saturated, until it's sort of almost dry. So that you use as much as you can of the ingredients. So I just keep turning the pad. Now what this is going to do is just going to give you, going to slough off those dead, dull skin cells. And it's just, it's not, I don't think it's a replacement for the other exfoliants that you might use. I tend to use this as a rescue thing, as I say, and then other exfoliants I use sort of more regularly. Hello, Rachel. But I do think that these actually give your skin a lovely glow when you need it the most. So, okay, so we've rubbed that in. It's still quite wet, to be honest, but we haven't got all day. I was watching the Waltons last night to try and relax. And there was an episode where one of the kids was supposed to be from London, and it was making me laugh because she was obviously an American actress trying to do a London accent, and not very well. How am I doing? I'm fine, but I've had 2 nights of complete insomnia. So today is what to do when you're feeling and looking tired, as I am. And I did a lovely before photograph that's going to get all the men rushing over to see me because it's so glamorous. Not. Yeah, the memories. I was watching the Waltons. You can get it on Amazon Prime. And they've got this little girl, and she's supposedly from Hackney in London. All right, Mom. She calls everyone Mom, which they don't do in Hackney, but it's just really funny. I mean, I'm sure it's the same as if I tried to do an American accent, by the way. It would sound ridiculous. Right, so that one was the second one, okay? It's a bit like watching paint dry, this bit, isn't it? But what that's going to do now is just make my skin feel a lot smoother. Great base for the makeup. And it starts to give you a bit of a glow, which is what we need. Oh, people are saying hello to people I haven't spotted joining yet. Hello. Hello, Stacey. Hello, Bush. All the gang are here. So we've got Pam's Opinion. We've got Not Fit for Print, otherwise known as Posh. Hello, Terry. I didn't spot you there. Hello, Terry. Maybe I did, and I've just forgotten. Bear in mind, I haven't slept for 48 hours. So I'm probably going to make lots of funny mistakes. Hello, Rachel. Can I just say it's lovely to be here again with the Ali and the Pallies, as I've been chaotic travelling and training, and it's lovely to be here today. Super smiles for everyone. What a lovely, lovely message. Rachel Miller says her American accent is perfect. Oh, well, I wish we could hear it, Rachel. I have a feeling you might, from the emoji, you might be being sarcastic. Most Hollywood actors are Brits now, doing great American accents. Do you know who's a London accent was so good I didn't even realise that she was American? I get it now, Rachel. See, I'm slow because I haven't slept. So Rachel said she does a good American accent. That's because she's American. And of course, an American accent's a bit like saying you've got a good English accent or a good UK accent, because there must be so many different types of accents. And Terry says, we're glad you can be here. Right, the actress. Now, am I going to remember her name? Gwyneth Paltrow. When I saw her in Sliding Doors, I don't think, because it goes back a number of years, I don't think I'd seen her in anything else. And then when I watched another film with her in and realised that she was American, I couldn't believe it. Oh, thank you. It's actually not a new headband, Nina, but I probably haven't worn it on my live before. It's another one of my Blomco ones. I do love these. They're such good quality. Thank you. Yeah, she's got such... I mean, I couldn't tell that she wasn't English when she was in Sliding Doors. Perfect. You like the blue theme today? Well, I'm actually in my kind of grungy stay-at-home lounge suit, but thank you. It feels lovely like cashmere, but it's very cheap. Right, now, what am I doing? Now I've done my exfoliator, I'm, of course, going to pep up my skin with a bit of magic cream because we want to get moisturising. Now, I'm not going to put sunscreen on, although there is a bit of sunscreen in magic cream. But you should. I'm going to dot it around. I actually, ever since Dr. Sam Bunting, I saw Dr. Sam Bunting, I've always applied my skincare like this now. Because you see people putting their skincare and they rub it into their hands like this and then they put it on. And Dr. Sam was going, everyone's got lovely hands because they put all their skincare on their hands. And I thought, good point. But actually, all these expensive creams that you're using on your hands, and about a fraction of it's going on your face. Did anyone order the CT Advent calendar yesterday? It's a no from me, as I've got 99% of what's in it. Or what haven't you got? What haven't you got that's in it, Nina? I'm in Florida. We have a hurricane coming, not in the direct path, but still expect 10 plus inches of rain. Oh my word. Terry, stay safe. So what is the 1% of what you haven't got? I'm just intrigued because sometimes she throws in a special edition of something. I mean, I got mine last year just for the drawers. The brow fix. Can't cope with sticky stuff on my brows. Yeah, that's a bit of a sensory thing, isn't it? Pam's opinion says, be safe, Terry. And I think I'm going cross-eyed as I'm looking at your comments. And that's because as I'm looking at your comments, I'm seeing 2 of everything. So I must be cross-eyed. Right. Okay. Oh, God. I got another message from the school. Something else to worry about. Right. Let me now. I am putting sunscreen on. Because next, I'm going to put some BFF cream on. Okay. I did think of doing half my face. Shall I do half my face? Let's do half my face. I'll try. I'll do half my face so we can see whether it makes a difference. Okay. Stacey is an avid calendar buyer. Right. Now that is just the Trini BFF, the normal, not the serum foundation. So can you see already? I'm just putting it on one side. I'm going to do one side of my face and leave the other side. I know I've put moisturiser and done the skincare, but can you see that's just the BFF, the normal BFF cream, and that's in shade dark. And now what I was saying when I came on was that when you're tired, the temptation is to go and slap a load of makeup on to cover it up. But sometimes that actually can make you look even more tired. And so I don't want to do that. And also, you know, when you're tired, you don't want, you know, Nina, you've reminded me of the kind of sensory thing. When you're tired, you don't want lots of gloopy stuff on your face. You know, you just want, ooh, you're feeling like your eyes are itchy and everything else. So it's quite nice to work something in the skin, because also by using your hands to put something on, you're getting the circulation going in your skin. Gloop is grrr, yeah. Especially when you're tired. Now, I am putting a bit of this around my eyes. Now, it'd be interesting to see, because sometimes after I put Trinis on, my eyes start watering. Now, you know my eyes water anyway, but be interesting to see now I'm doing it to half of my face, whether or not that half starts watering. Now, so I've done this. Now you can build up the serum. I'm going to put a little bit more around my cheeks. And the serum, this is the BFF Stress Serum De-Stress, okay? Definitely need that. Definitely need de-stressing. So I just thought I'd pick out some of my favourite pep me up when I'm tired products today. Don't put it on your eyes, Ali. I got conjunctivitis from BB cream. Did you? Okay, I'll steer a bit clearer from my eyes. Maybe that is what's causing me a bit of irritation sometimes then. Right. I can understand this one causing irritation because it's got sunscreen in it. But I suppose this has got all sorts of ingredients in it. Oh, this has got, oh no, it hasn't got SPF in it. I don't know what the ingredients are of that, but yeah, okay. Right. Now, so I'm just working on this side of my face. I'm now going to use something that I just started using recently because I got a new one of it, a fresh one, and it is a really nice little hero product that a lot of you have probably forgotten about because Charlotte very rarely mentions it these days. And this is the Mini Miracle Eye Wand. And how this is different to her concealer, I mean, I did think of using a new concealer, but I thought you've all seen that now. Let's do something different. Now, I haven't actually started using the serum yet. So I'm going to just, that's why I was clicking it up. Now, this serum, it probably looks a bit counterintuitive to be applying this over my foundation. And maybe I should have put it on first, but it doesn't really matter because it's got some brightening qualities in it as well. It's got some cosmetic qualities as well as light reflective, cosmetic light reflective, and a little bit of firming and tightening. On its own, it's not going to make you look less tired, but it's definitely going to prep that under eye area and make fine lines look less noticeable. And it's going to help in the next stage, which is very light reflective. Okay, now you can see that hasn't made an awful lot of difference, but now you can actually use this on top of your concealer if you want, but today I'm going to just use it on its own. And I'm using shade 2, by the way. I think this comes, unless she may have added some new shades, but I have a feeling this comes in about 5 shades. The Mini Miracle Eye Wand, and yes, she does still sell it. But it's also quite a handy little thing to have when you're out and about because it's got a little brush, but it's not like the Magic Away where you can't get the lid off. It's a proper brush. So I'm now going to dab this on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on anywhere, because it's got brightening quality to it, I'm going to put it anywhere that I would want to kind of add light to and brightening qualities to. Now, why is nothing coming up here? Should be. It's not run out yet. Definitely. Oh, that's the only disadvantage with this product, is it doesn't come and then suddenly a load of it comes. So I'm going to just take some on my finger and dot some round first. And I'm just, again, just going to do this side. I'll do the other side in a minute. Okay, and then I'm going to dot that, and I'm going to dot a little bit here. Right, and I'm going to dot a little bit. I'll do the rest in a minute. But I'm just going to now pat that with my finger. And I've taken it up here because that will give the eye a lift. You see how my eye is droop? I mean, this one's worse because it's more hooded. But you see that when you've got hooded lids, your eyes sort of drip. I've almost got like that. What's that? Oh, Stacey, hello. Yes. Do you know what I did? I need to message you, don't I? Your hospital appointment's on Tuesday. There's a pack of wipes that are good for allergies. It's brilliant at helping with the eyes. Bushra, let me know what the name is. Can we, Nina, we can type as much as we want here. It's nice to be together. Yes, exactly. There's no need to apologise for typing messages. Yeah, everybody's praying for you, Stacey. And we want an update immediately. And I am going to comment. I know, I feel terrible. I didn't come and chat to you last week. You must think I'm dreadful. I'm just so absent-minded. Now, I'm doing this because can you see how that actually gives the eye the appearance of being lifted? It's just a little trick to make your eye look a bit lifted. And what's good about this stuff is that you can also, because it dries down quite quickly, you can also layer it. And it's not going to look really cloggy, you know, because it dries down into the skin. I still like the new one. This one's going to feel lighter on the skin. And this one is more of a brightener. But as I said, you can use this over the top. Hello, Scary Spider. Everyone's sending you their love, Stacey. And Stacey, you're not the only one I've been bad with messaging. All of my Ali Pallies this week. The ones that are sending me messages. I've got a few that I need to catch up on. I'm just going to take that down here. And this is a good thing with this. You can kind of pat around and pat it into the skin. And it becomes like your skin. And then I'm going to do this little bit. And the great thing about this brush is you can get right into that fold. Except it's now, see, this is the thing, it will squirt out again in a minute. Oh no, yeah, a little bit. Too much comes out in one go. Right. So I'm going to do some there. And you've all seen what I've done in the past with these lines. You can actually, except there's a big blob now on the end of the brush. You can actually go in and minimize your lines. Yep, my eye's starting to water now. Now, what was that? Was that the mini miracle eye wand? With me, it could be anything. Now, do you see how that's minimized, that forehead line? to be honest, when you haven't had enough sleep, everything irritates your eyes. It's a great little trick using this. Right. Well, now it's all going to go. It's going to be one of those days. Oh, well, we'll keep going. Because this isn't that great at being waterproof, but we'll keep going and see what happens. Come on, stop, 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 stop. Excuse me a minute. I've probably washed it all off now, but the joys of being tired. But you get the point. And actually, this bit hasn't come off. And that makes a huge difference. I'll go back to it in a minute and touch that up. I'm just not going to fiddle around with it now. Otherwise, it'll just keep watering and we'll be on a hide into nowhere. Right. Now, I'm going to use something else, which is a Marmite product. I was looking for one particular palette, and I have all my palettes together, and the one that I was looking for is missing. I was going to use Sophisticate for this look because Sophisticate is a great palette to use when you're looking a bit tired, because it really sculpts your eyes beautifully. And it's an all matte palette, but it's just a brilliant palette for making you look wide awake. But instead, this is kind of very similar to Sophisticate. I'm going to use, yes, the Nude Cashmere. This is the Matte Eyes to Mesmerize. Okay, and I'm just going to do this eye again. Hopefully it will stop watering in a second. And I'm going to dab this on my mobile lid with my finger. And again, I'm just working everything into the skin. I'm trying to get into that dark corner, but I don't also want to start my eye watering again. Now you see, if you take it with your finger and warm it up and then dab, it works really well. I don't even bother trying to put this on with a brush. To me, it is a finger and smudgy. It's a smudgy shadow. Okay, but that might be because of your history, Stacey. But sometimes the letter says that, and then they do the ultrasound and decide not to do the biopsy. So it's good to be prepared for both. Great as an eye primer. Yes, it is. And I do use this eyeshadow a lot as an eye primer. So this one is called Nude Cashmere. And it does, because especially if, like me, you've got a warm undertone on your skin and maybe you put on a blue eyeshadow and it looks green. Now, I'm going to then go in with Smoky Taupe. And I'm going to see if I can put this on with my fingers, because I actually prefer putting these on. Sometimes I put this in the socket using a smudge brush, but I want to try and just do it with my fingers. And so all I'm doing now is just getting into that socket, because I want eye definition and I want to look a bit more awake. And give the impression that I've got a bigger mobile lid than I really have. So I'm just gradually building up the colour. And I can see that all the Ali Pallies are supporting you, Stacey. I'm not ignoring you. It just feels a bit weird to go from telling people what I'm putting on my eyes to supporting you. So I don't want you to think that I'm not being sympathetic, because I am. And then I'm just building it up a little bit more in this outer corner, just to get rid of all that hood. Not get rid of it, but make it look further back, because again, that's just going to add definition. Now I'm hoping now that that eye looks a bit more awake. It would have looked even better if this had actually stayed on, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Now I'm going to use the Sleep Cheat, which is what I used last week, because I do actually like this, and I am going to do that video. I keep saying it. I've been doing a lot of stuff for my dad again this week. The video where I do the comparison. I haven't forgotten it, you guys. Now I'm going to put this in my lower waterline. This is great if you're tired, but also if you are short-sighted, so you have problem reading things from a distance without your glasses on. They call it myopia. This is great to wear under glasses, because the problem with lenses in glasses for short-sightedness, and I'm short-sighted, is that they make your eyes look smaller. So this will immediately make your eyes look bigger if you wear glasses. Oh, that's a lovely thing to say. Nina's saying, hello to everyone watching who may not want to chat. Everyone is important and valued. That's a lovely thing to say. Right, and then I'm going to go in with this blue eyeliner. And I say it's blue, it's a dark blue. And I've talked about this last week. Why? It defines your eyes, but it also provides a contrast. So it will just make your eyes look wide open and a bit more awake. And then I do a tiny bit underneath the white eyeliner. Because again, if you leave the white, it's not white, I know it's peach. If you leave it without a frame to it, it looks a bit too stark. But if you put this underneath, it kind of makes sense of it. And then I'm going to just do that, just to give myself a bit of a lift, a bit of a feline flick, to give myself an eye lift. Nicely said, Nina. We started as a support group sharing a love of makeup. Is it a soft pencil, Ali? As some of those duo are a bit drying and drag-like. It is. It's softer than the other duo pencils that I've had. It's not the softest that I've had. You know, Victoria Beckham ones are really soft. But then they get to the point that they're so soft that they start crumbling. I would say that this is the perfect in-between. But there's a bit of a drag, as you can see. There's a bit of a drag on it, but I definitely think it's better than the one that she did that had black one end and the eye cheat the other end. It definitely feels softer than that. So I've done my little flick. So again, that's going to give me an eye lift. And then what I love to do is I've reverted to using up all my samples of Pillow Talk. One, because I don't want to purchase anything end of the month, but it's not just that. I actually prefer these. And then I'm going to get on to my cheeks. Or my cheek, I should say. Because we're just going to make this side of my face look less tired. but not overly made up. So this I love, and this is the Pillow Talk mascara. And I love putting on these little sample sizes because they make it so much easier to get in to all these, you know, all these little lash hairs that you've got in the corner that you just can't get to with the bigger ones. Yeah, do you save up all yours, Nina? Do you have a little box of them, and then when you go and travel somewhere, you just reach into the box? I do that, but the problem is I don't travel anywhere these days. So I've got to remind myself to use them. I do like putting some travel stuff in the car. Not because I put makeup on when I'm driving, but you know, when you're like, sometimes I have to go to an appointment or something after dropping Jack off at school, and I get there a bit early, and there's a bit of time, but not enough time to really come back and come in and go to all that trouble. So I have a bit of time to spare the other end, and that's when I do my makeup sometimes. Does anyone else wash their hair and then get in the car with the heater on and drive along blow drying your hair with your car heater? I do that all the time. Now, can you see the lift again? That because that lifts your lashes, I'm just going to give this a bit of... I treat this mascara like an eyelash curler, because it really does work. And I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom as well, because again, that just frames that the peach in the waterline. Anyone else do it? Anyone else dry their hair in the car? Now, I definitely want to put something on my cheeks in a minute, but I'm going to try and not get too close to this eye and go in with this again. You know what I might do, actually? Because it is a bit watery, if I've got it to hand, yeah, I'm going to put my beautiful skin concealer on. It's curling well. It's actually the Pillow Talk mascara. But because it's a little travel size, you can just get in so much easier. It really helps you. I'm going to use the Radiant Concealer, the new Radiant Skin one, because it's going to have a little bit more staying power if my eyes water. But I can also show you how the other wand actually works quite well over it, although it is a little on the light side, this concealer, so I hope I don't look like a startled rabbit by the end of this. Hello, Claire. Okay, Stacey. I will message you later. I know I said that last week, but I will. Right, so I've dabbed on a little bit of that. Now you can see that, but that's just got a bit more staying power. Because the problem with this is it feels quite water-based. So if your eyes start watering, it sort of washes it off. So now I'm going to put, but I'm going to just not go up as high. I wish it wouldn't just release all of that. I'm not going to go up as high this time. I just want to get into that dark bit there. It's better. And then again, I'm going to Just take a bit more of this up here. Yeah, we're fine, Claire, except I'm doing this about how to make yourself look less tired because I've gone for 48 hours without sleep. Because I've got really bad insomnia at the moment. Now, the next thing I'm going to use, and I thought I got it out. I did get it out. I'm sure I got it out. Did I not get it out? I thought I got it out. The thing that I was going to use, I thought I got out and put on the table. And I did. It's in the box. That's why. Oh, that eye's going to water again. Stop it. Don't. You're ruining this look. Stop. So I'm just going to keep my eye shut for a minute. See if it goes away. Your eyes do get extra sensitive when you haven't slept. I'm going to use a watercolor blush. Because again, they give you a nice pop of colour. And this is one of the products that Katie from Beauty in the Boutique uses to look less tired. Now this shade is actually the shade she uses in her tutorial. It's called Passion and it's a pinky peach. So it's a bit like the liquid equivalent of Ecstasy Blush. Who's had a COVID booster? Me. I've just now squirted a whole load of that on my hand. Because it wouldn't come out and then a load of it came out. Look. Right. This just makes you look less sallow and great again if you've got a bit of pigmentation on your cheeks. Because it's just got that perfect shade for making it look less muddy. I can't stop my eye watering. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to do, and this might actually help, and it might not, but we can try, is I'm going to use a little bit of this new Airbrush Powder. I'm just going to dab my eye a little bit. It's so annoying when you're trying to demonstrate something and your eyes keep watering and messing up the look. You see that beautiful skin has definitely got a bit more staying power. I think I'll actually push more of it in my eye now. So frustrating. I pushed something in my eye. Oh no. So I'm just going to sit here for a minute with my eyes closed. I can't actually see your messages. This isn't going to work, is it? I'm completely messing it up because my eye's watering. Anyway, I'm going to carry on, but you know that this is not how it's supposed to look, all right? And then I'm going to put a bit of the new Charlotte Tilbury Eye Brightening Powder just underneath my eyes. And I'll do it quickly because it's all going to get washed off in a minute. Because my eyes are just going to not play ball whatsoever with this look. What I'll do is I'll do the look later when my eyes have calmed down, and I'll put a photograph up on Instagram so that you can see what it looks like. Completely mucked everything. Oh, Has anyone bought the Christmas items yet? No, I haven't. Has anyone else? Are they out? They obviously are out and I haven't spotted them yet. And then what I thought I would do, you also can tidy up your brows. Unless you're Nina and you don't like gloopy stuff on your brows. Because doing your brows is always going to give you a bit of an uplift. I haven't got my brow thing next to me. This is going really well today, isn't it? And then what I thought I'd do now, I couldn't find the one that I wanted in Trini, but it doesn't matter because I found an equivalent MAC one. You know what is always great to give you a great pickup when you're looking and feeling tired is a lovely bright pink, and this one is called Breathing Fire by MAC. Pam's opinion, my other half, loves it when I want something from Charlotte Tilbury because he says, oh, can I give you money to get it? And sometimes he'll go into Charlotte Tilbury and get it. It's the only time he says at Christmas, is there something from Charlotte Tilbury that you want? Yeah, drop your wish list on the floor accidentally. Right, well, that was supposed to make me look less tired. But it's actually just made me look like a hot mess. Never mind. Worst things happen at sea. But can you see, just ignoring this, just giving yourself that little bit of definition around the eyes makes the eye look more open. And then you've got your eyeliner and you're not doing too much with the skin. I'm going to try and do the other side because look at the other side now. That's the no makeup side. And that's the other side. So this lipstick, if anyone's interested, is called, not the typical makeup look. No, my eye just didn't want to play ball. But hopefully this eye will. And then you'll see what it's supposed to look like. Let's see. Because this eye is often less sensitive, isn't it? So let's see. And I'll try not to get that BFF cream near my eyes. Let's quickly do it while you're all talking and chatting away. Right, what am I doing first? I'm doing Trini BFF. Do you see how this is also really good at just helping to minimize that pigmentation? This is the dark BFF, which I found is what the Unisex Healthy Glow used to be like on me. Right, nowhere near my eyes. Then the BFF De-Stress. Let's see if this side can look better. Oh, somebody got early access, or are they already out? Is everything already out? Have I missed the boat? Oh, my other half, by the way, Pam's opinion, when he goes into Charlotte Tilbury, he makes me laugh because he rings me and he goes, hello. It's like he's got to whisper because he's in a makeup shop. And then he goes, what's that thing you want? And then he goes, You know, these makeup artists in here, I could do a better job with a brush. Because he's a painter and decorator. It's not his only job, but he always makes jokes about they wouldn't know how to hold a brush if it slapped them in the face. He starts making funny jokes. He does that when he gets embarrassed, you see. Do you know what I did think one year? I'd love to, given how embarrassed he gets going into the shop, I'd love to say to him, can you get me nude-gasm? Or something like that. Because he'd be going, you what? You, oh, yeah, she wants me to get something to do with orgasms. I can't remember which one. And then Charlotte Tilbury's counter assistant would say, which one? There's about 16 products ending with gasm. I have a good guy, Alec. Yeah, it's because it makes it easier for him. Otherwise, he doesn't have a clue what to get me for Christmas. So if I say, do you know what, there's this Charlotte Tilbury thing, he goes immediately, how much is it? You're dying. What, from the, yeah. Can you get me nude-gasm and Bitch Perfect lipstick? You made a wish list once and accidentally on purpose emailed it to my husband. Said, oh, ignore that email. It wasn't meant for you. I meant to email it to myself as a reminder. Did it work, Nina? Did it work? Yep. Good girl. Aren't we awful? The only thing is you have to be careful what you ask for. Like he said last year, oh, you want the advent calendar? How much is that? How much? Because then they realise how much it costs. Because I'm sure he thinks that, you know, Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are a £5. Rebecca and I have had this conversation before. Oh, yeah, the women all coo. It's a bit like going into a shop with a child, isn't it? Or going out to the park with a child. All the women coo around you. I think this side's going to look better because it's not going to water. It doesn't feel like it's going to water. So hopefully we've recovered this look. Now you've seen how I do it, I can skate through and hopefully this eye won't do the same. Yeah, oh, lipsticks are about £5, yeah. That's why I don't actually want him to know too much about how much things cost. I think he's realised now. Yeah, yours has a heart attack when he hears the price, yeah. Mine is still getting used to buying ladies' monthly items. I couldn't imagine mine going to a makeup shop. Well, that's good that he gets ladies' monthly items. I think Mick did that for me when I just had a baby. And I thought he was quite brave. Because that must be embarrassing for a bloke, I think. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a lovely look? How to look not tired. It's a good job I don't mind laughing at myself, isn't it? Yeah, this side's definitely going to work out better. I can feel it in my bones. Now, did I put that powder on? I'm not sure I'm a star, but I'm persistent. When at first you don't succeed, try again. It's my motto. All right, line up. This one I found, you do have to stroke the pencil back and forth a bit, but it does actually stay on. Because some of them, we love Ali. Thank you. Today's video was going to be how to not look tired using makeup, but it's going to be how to not put makeup on. How to look like you've been punched in the face. Right, let's do my feline flick this side. And I got that feline flick so nice as well. That's better. Right, and then the pillow talk, little travel size. So yeah, Terry, next time you order from Charlotte Tilbury, if it's available, get yourself a, if it's available, I always get a pillow talk sample. Because these last a good few goes. And it makes a real difference when you can get into those inner lashes. Right, I'm going to wait for that to dry and then I go back in with another layer and that's when I start pushing up the lashes. I should have done this side to start with, shouldn't I? And then we finish off with a bit of Daniel Sandler. What shade concealer am I using? It is still a little bit fair for me. It's going to be perfect in the winter. I think I probably need to go a shade darker, but I'm using 6.5 medium. I can just about get away with it, but I do want to get shade 7. Now don't do a whole blob again on my hand. That's all I need. See, that's what I wanted to put on my hand in the first place. And this has got a really subtle gold fleck in it, which doesn't look glittery at all. It's so subtly there that it just gives you this lovely sheen when you put it on. Right, so ignore that side because that just didn't work. And I forgot to do the little eye lift on this side. That's what I was getting at. how you look a bit more awake. And when this one calms down, I'll complete it and I'll put up a picture on Instagram for you guys. Now I'm going to look at some of your comments before I go. That liner is better than white. It's more natural. Yes, it is. Because let's face it, you don't really, that skin, you don't want it to look completely white. Although I have to say, I used to do that a lot in my teen years. So pretty. Oh, thank you. Well, it's a no fuss kind of look, a bit more wide awake. What do you think of the lipstick? You were eating lunch. I tell you what, I'd love to know, a long time ago, someone on YouTube, someone following me on YouTube, sent me a message saying, I'm just watching one of your videos and I'm at, I think it was somewhere in America, either New York or a big city in America, at the airport in the departure lounge, watching your video before I take off. And I thought, wow, that's so cool. I'd loved imagining where she was. I'm sure I've told you this story a million times. But if anyone wants to leave a comment about what an unusual place that you might have been when you were watching me, I'd love to know, because I love picturing where you guys are. Or anywhere, even if you say I was in my bedroom or whatever. But it's particularly if you've got an unusual place. Because I just love visualising that. I just find it incredible that someone was sitting in the middle of America watching little old me in a departure lounge somewhere. It just blew my mind. You watched me in Cyprus one evening after a day's training. Oh, that's great. Suddenly the world doesn't seem so big then. Now, what I was saying about this eyeliner, by the way, this peachy eyeliner, if I put on my probably much needed to be cleaned glasses, you'll see that they immediately make my eyes look smaller, but that counteracts it because it makes your eyes look bigger. The countries are amazing. People in Poland, Thailand, etc. In my hotel room with a pack of mini cheddars. Nina, you're always jet-setting around the world. I'm so jealous. I've got Gab's video on my watch later list. Is that to see the new Charlotte Tilbury item? Okay, I am going to head off. Mini cheddars, yes. You keep going whilst you can. I don't blame you. I still haven't had my scooter fixed from when I flew to Glasgow. The tiller went and I've had it taped up and I need to get round to sorting it out. But I've been so busy doing stuff for my dad that I haven't got round to it, and I must. I might upgrade. There's another scooter model that I fancy that's got lights on it, and it's got a little thing that you can plug your mobile phone in if it starts to run out of charge. Although my question about that is that really handy? Because let's put it this way, if you're out and about and you need a mobility scooter, what would you rather run out of? Charge on your scooter or charge on your phone? There's a little puzzle for you. What do you think? Charge on your scooter, charge on your phone? I suppose if you had charge on your phone, you could ring someone up. Phone. You see, I would completely freak if I lost charge on my scooter because I would be stuck. Yes, it uses the scooter charge. So the scooter charge have got these big lithium batteries. I mean, if you've got plenty of charge on your scooter and you're about to run out of charge on your phone, it's great. But it just made me think I would freak if I couldn't get home. Oh, I see. You're saying, Sheena, you would rather lose charge on your phone. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested, if I do get it, to experiment, because I know how long a scooter battery lasts me in terms of how far I can go. So if I put a scooter battery, and it also depends on the time of year, you'd be really surprised. When I put a scooter battery in from fully charged in the summer, it goes way further than in the winter. It's like, starting a cold car in the winter. If it's really cold outside, the scooter battery does not last as long. Or get a power pack. You've got a pocket charger. Yeah, I've got loads of those. Do you know what, though? Nina, they defeat the object for me because I forget to charge them up. Do you know what? There was a time I had about 10 pocket chargers and none of them were charged up. You got to remember to charge your chargers. Right, I am going to head off. I will see you all very soon. Have a lovely day. Look, that doesn't look too bad with my glasses on. I'm going to leave them on deliberately. And I'll see you all very soon. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been lovely as ever talking to you all. And for those that don't comment, hello and thank you for joining me too. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Love you all. Mwah.